Namaskaram. Welcome to the series on Mother Earth Speaks to Corporates. We are into our 24th Pasuram today. The last Pasuram, Andal and team had requested Lord Krishna to display his style of walking, as they had been seeing him only in the lying posture. And Krishna obliged and walked. And the walk was such a beauty. All all of the team were awestruck and got lost in the beauty of that walk. So this is the background, and the way she has constructed this Pausaram also is very nice, interesting, especially at the beginning. So we will listen to the music version first. Thanks to Vimala madam, she has presented it in a beautiful raga Sindhu Bhairavi. So we'll listen to it first.
ஆண்டு உலகம் அளந்தாயடி போற்றி சென்றங்கு தென்னிலங்கை செற்றாய் தீரல் போற்றி ஆண்டு உலகம் அளந்தாயடி போற்றி சென்றங்கு தென்னிலங்கை செற்றாய் தீரல் போற்றி பொன்ற சகடம் உதைத்தாய் பொன்ற சகடம் உதைத்தாய் புகழ் போற்றி பொன்ற சகடம் உதைத்தாய் புகழ் போற்றி கண்டு குணிலாய் எரிந்தாய் கழல் போற்றி பொன்ற சகடம் உதைத்தாய் புகழ் போற்றி கன்று குணிலாய் எரிந்தாய் கழல் போற்றி குன்று குடையாய் எடுத்தாய் குணம் போற்றி வென்று பகை கெடுக்கும் நின் கையில் வேல் போற்றி குன்று குடையாய் எடுத்தாய் குணம் போற்றி வென்று பகை கெடுக்கும் நின் கையில் வேல் போற்றி என்றென்றும் சேவகமே ஏட்டி பாறையில் கொள்வான் என்றென்றும் சேவகமே ஏட்டி பாறையில் கொள்வான் இன்று யாம் வந்தோம் இறங்கேலோரம் பாவாய் என்றென்றும் சேவகமே ஏட்டி பாறையில் கொள்வான் இன்று யாம் வந்தோம் இறங்கேலோரம் பாவாய்.
That was a nice Sindhu Bhairavi. This raga is in Sindhu Bhairavi. This is a very unique raga. Normally I say it is a derivative of a Malagatha table raga. Here there are 2-3 versions. Some say it is from the 8th, some say it is from the 10th, some say it is from some other Malagatha table. Why this confusion? I am not very sure. Maybe because of the uniqueness that this raga uses all the 12 swaras, that are in the entire scale. That is why probably there is a difficulty. And there is also a reference that this raga is originated from the Middle East, Arabia, and it has travelled all over and has reached the Lord Venkateshwara's 7 hills as well. One of the famous song on Lord Venkateshwara, Venkatacharana Nilayam, is sung in this particular raga. Very melodious, and it has got a lot of variations because of the 12 swaras, and it brings a lot of rasas that are seen or felt. That's the beauty of this raga. There is no direct link that I can establish to this verse, and if there is anything that I could connect, maybe I can share this in the last episode if it is possible. So let us look at the way the Pasuram has been created. Andal and team, as Lord Kanna was walking towards them, it was such a beauty that they were lost in it. They were awestruck. And Andal was suddenly fearing that others might cast an evil eye on the Lord, and we must protect him by singing the praise of his dates. Of course, Lord does not need a protection, but the kind of a love and concern that these alvars like Andal and her father have. So it's like father like daughter. Periyalvar also, when he saw the Lord in his full glory, was awestruck and again felt the fear that others might cast an evil eye on the Lord. So he sang the Palland. Palland is I praise and I wish that your name is there for centuries, 1,000 years, 1,000 years, 1,000 years, kind of a thing. Similarly, instead of Palland, Andal is using the other word potri. Potri means praise. Again, the Palland. They are very synonym to each other. So that is the beauty of the entire thing. Of course, one of the things that comes to the mind is it is universal law. No? The parents are our role models. Like Andal's role model is Periyalvar. And the same trait has been displayed by her as well. Especially the daughters, they have a special affinity towards the father. That also is a universal fact known to all of us. My daddy is the best is a slogan every child says. And we must follow the same thing. So, the Pasuram, the verse, the way it has been constructed is a very beautiful one. There is a lot of connectivity. So, the first line starts with the feet of the Lord who measured all the three lokas with his three feet. We have heard this story earlier in our verse number 3 when he gave a promise to Indra that he will restore his wealth, which was taken away by a demon king called Mahabali, and he went in the form of a pygmy and asked for a 3 feet land measured by small feet, which was granted by him, despite he knows that he is Lord Narayan. And then he grew and took away the entire 3 lokas. The first loka that he stepped, put his foot on, was earth, Mother Earth. So Andal is Mother Earth. So the touch, the spurs of Lord Narayan has been with her for very, very long, forever. So she talks of that particular feet, of all the feet in the entire Tirupavai. And she has mentioned it 3 times. First in the first, the 10, which is the third verse, Ongi Ulagalanda Uttaman. The second time he says in the second 10 of the 30 verses, the 17th, Ambaram Udarthu Ongi Ulagalanda. And the third one is here starts, Anni Ulagam Andai Adipotri. Andri Ulagam Alandai Adipotri. So I am praising your lotus feet, which measured all the 3 lokas. So I bought the feet. The whole verse starts like that. In the process, she identifies the 7 bad elements that were seen in that period and in the previous avatars of Lord Narayan, and praises the valor of the victory over these people as well. Who are these people? Number 1, Ravana, Mahabali. The first line is Mahabali. The second line is Ravana. The third line is talk about Sakatasura. I will explain that also. The fourth one is Indra. The fifth one is Ravana. And the sixth one is Vatsasura. He is called Vatsasura. So these are the people who troubled Lord Narayan in his various avatars. So she talks about those victories over these people. And the victory over the demons also is victory over a treat which is not desirable. the traits that are connected in the whole song is, number one is arrogance, ahankara. Number two is lust. Number three is desire, the boham, it's called in Tamil. The fourth one is vengeance, machariam or lobam, it is called. And the next one is enmity out of anger. The sixth one is vengeance, again the vengeance. So these are the six qualities that he has conquered by various acts. So the song runs like this. Andri Ulagam Alanda Adipoti, which is the victory over Mahabali and his Ahankara. The second line is Sendrang Tenilangai Chitrai Thiral Potri, which is about Ravana, who had his lust. He won Ravana and also the bad trait. The third line is Ponna Chakadam Udatai Pugaputtis. Sakadam is a wheel. The demon came in the form of a wheel when Lord Krishna was a very small baby, and he was able to use his small little feet and kick it off. This associated trait is the desire. Unwanted desire is the connected one, which also was conquered. The next one is Indra. The next line is Kannu Kunila Erinda Kadalpotti. It is not Indra. Kannu Kunila Erinda Kadalpotti. There were two other people. One is Vatsasuran. I talked of Vatsasuran. And another one is Kaditasuran. They were in the form of a calf, which was roaming around with the herd of cows. And the other demon was in the form of a tree. So they were waiting for an opportunity to attack Lord Krishna, which he knew. And suddenly he pulled the leg of the calf, which was the Asura, and threw it towards the tree with such a force that as they hit, both of them died. The tree broke and this calf also died. So that's how the whole thing. The next line is Kundu Kudaya Edthai Gunam Potri. This is about Indra. Indra was graced by the Lord Narayan when he won Mahabali and got his wealth back. But he forgot that particular instance and he had no gratitude. And when Lord Krishna gave all the food that was supposed to be offered to Indra to the boys in the Vrindavan, he got angry and he brought torrential rain, troubling the entire Vrindavan. So at the time, Lord Krishna took the hill and kept it on his one finger. He lifted it with his finger and protected the entire village of the cow herd. So this is why Kundru Kudaya Edthai Kunambutri. You lifted the whole hill and kept it as an umbrella and protected the entire clan of the cow herds. Vendripai Gedikam Ninkel Velputri also is about the same twin asuras who came, which is connected to that. And finally, she says, we are here to be of service to you forever. Endendrum, forever we are at your service. We would like to be at your service. So you must grace us with your sanction of whatever we want, which we will ask at the particular appointed time. That's the whole Pasuram's meaning. Now, if I have to pick up some points, the first point I said, we must respect the parents, recognize their good deeds and role model them and follow their footpath. There's a saying, everything starts from home. Charity begins at home, quality begins at home, management begins at home, everything starts from home. Home is the very central place where the parents are the central figures from where everything expands. The second one is, we talked of knowledge. The first one, Alandai, Adibotri, that refers because Vamana was an epitome of knowledge. The knowledge is the most important cornerstone of any foundation, which gives the strength to the entire building. When the foundation is strong, you can scale many heights. As you scale many heights, the simplicity comes in normally, the arrogance goes away. And we must ensure, even if it creeps in, we should ensure that the arrogance goes away and we stay simple all the time. The third one is we should not be like Indra. The gratitude must be there with us all the time. We should never forget a good act of someone, and because of which we benefited a lot. We must wait for an opportunity to reciprocate and not behave like Indra, which is a bad thing to follow in life. And that will be the strongest destroyer of trust between the two entities. And the other thing is, Lord Kanna was asking in the Pasura sometime, all these deeds were performed by me long back. And why are you praising today? And why are you awarding me with all these praises today? So, Andal says, your deeds are such that there is no specific day that we can praise. Any day is a good day for praising you. Similarly, a good work must be appreciated and must be rewarded. Maybe sometime it is delayed, but still it is okay. It must be appreciated. So, one of the things that I can relate here is, in the current world, awards are given to various people for the deeds that they have completed, sometimes even posthumously. That means it is recognized, that good work is recognized, whether you are there or not, we will recognize and hand over to your next generation or whatever it is. Posthumously also it is being delivered. That's an important thing that we should remember. Difficult things must be confronted with courage and skill. You should not fear. Difficulties are going to be there, like the small asuras that came, which Lord faced with a lot of courage and valor. The same thing we should do. This will further strengthen our overall persona, and we can progress in the very turbulent life that we are currently having. The turbulence is only increasing, not decreasing. So we must have that kind of a strength which will be built by our courage and the valor. And Entendumun Sevagame. Sevagam means service. The service orientation mindset is an important one in the current scheme of things. It's an attitude. It cannot be taught. It has to come from within. I want to be of service to others. I want to be service to the customers. Whatever I could do, it need not be materialistic. It could be a bodily service, whatever it is. In our Vaishnava Sampradaya, we call it as a Kaingiriam. Kaingiriam is service to other people, which will make you very famous. And with all these factors, we will glow and will be in the limelight all the time. People will notice all the time. Because we are doing a lot of good activities and making our presence felt all the time, that this person is there. Anything that we need, there is a person who can be dependent upon. We can go and fall on him, and we'll be standing very tall. So these are all the little correction that the Pacharam offers us, and I'm sure that you had enjoyed this episode as well. The 7 points are going to be displayed. So we'll again meet tomorrow, where she is going to talk of Lord Krishna's birth and then further movement, and what we can get out of that particular phase of Lord Krishna. Till then, namaskaram.